We have an exciting interview on the sidelines over on Q102. Bengals tight end Drew Sample and spokesman for Now Sports, Dr. Chris Mohr. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Thanks for having us on.
Excellent. Yeah, great to be here.
All right. Well, training camp is right around the corner, which is crazy to believe. The Bengals had that crazy run last year, surprising team in the NFL season, a nice run to the Super Bowl. Tight end Drew Sample joins us, Dr. Chris Mohr, founder of Mohr Results. All right, guys, let's go ahead and talk about Now Sports. Drew, why Now
Yes.
Sports? What do you love about it?
A couple things. One thing is, as an athlete, just being able to get everything I need in one spot. I think that was one of the first things that drew me in was just being able to get everything from my supplements to my protein to literally my breakfast, oatmeal, whatever it is. They have literally such a wide range of products. And then two, which is really important, is their testing, their quality being so high. You see a lot of guys, get in trouble with that, whether that's they didn't know they were taking something, something was contaminated, things like that. And just having the peace of mind with Now's testing, the Inform Sport stuff that they're partnered with, as well as their own in-house testing and labs, just gives me a lot of peace of mind where I know I can get everything from their A and B that I know that I don't have to worry about, something that I'm taking that I'm not supposed to be taking. So I think those are the two biggest things that kind of drew me in.
Dr. Moore, I think one of my favorite things about it, it's family-owned company that's dedicated to doing the right things. What do you like about Now Sports?
Yeah, 100%. Exactly what you said. And to follow up what Drew said, the testing that Now does, and both Drew and I have been to their facility many times to see their in-house testing on all their products, and knowing that the athletes I work with can, like Drew said, can be taking something and know that it does not have any contaminants in it. They do over 16,000 tests a month on their products. So they're clean, they're pure, and what's on the label is actually in the product.
Drew, how do you feel like it has helped you this offseason? As I mentioned before, you guys are coming off this huge season, and you look at what this offense can produce and what you've been doing this offseason when it comes to workout, offseason programs. How has Now Sports helped you?
Yeah, for us, obviously being a shorter off season, you're trying to kind of you're trying to recover from the longest season ever, in the history of the NFL. A, and then B, you're trying to get back ready for the next season. And so, I do a lot of blood testing, things like that, to figure out, how I can, improve my body, recover faster. And Now has everything that I need, whether that's I'm, deficient in certain supplements, whether that's making sure I'm having my protein, my, during workout supplements, literally everything. It allows me to work out better, recover better, and like I said, they have literally every product A to Z that I need, and it's all in one spot. So it makes my life just that much easier, where I don't have to focus on, that kind of aspect of my training is taken care of. I can focus on the true training aspect and knowing that I'm getting all my nutritional needs, really from one place.
Dr. Moore, what's a typical day look like? You were a former NFL dietitian, and I'm sure that's a lot of work. Some people think, oh, they're just going to practice, they're going over plays. But when you're on the dietitian side, there's a lot behind the scenes.
There certainly is, and making sure that the athletes are fueled for their performance on the field, and also able to recover. So it's during training, it's the hydration that's absolutely key. Like you said, training camp is around the corner, especially in the heat right now, but year round. Obviously, hydration is important. Fueling for their performance, like I said, all 4 quarters, and as Drew said, the longest season in the history of the NFL last year. So it's making sure that they are recovering, they are training properly, and also eating what they need to be able to perform at their best.
I have a question. Are you familiar with Orange Theory Fitness?
I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do that several times a week, and that I'm obviously not working out on Drew's level or anybody in the NFL, but Orange Theory is hard. What do you recommend post workout to kind of, keep my body feeling okay? Because there's times I leave there and I just feel beat up and
Yeah.
exhausted because it's a hard workout.
It absolutely is, and congratulations for being part of that and actually making that part of your routine. I'm a big fan of just a post workout smoothie. So a scoop of now protein with some fruit, any kind of dairy or non dairy beverage to get some liquid and hydration in there. You're sweating in the gym, Orange Theory or wherever. So making sure you're recovering protein, carbohydrates, and also some hydration.
All right, good. Noted. I'm gonna place my order now.
There you go.
There we go. There we go. All right, Lynn,
All
go
right,
ahead.
let's get to the X's and O's side a little bit right now. We mentioned it. It was the longest NFL season in NFL history. But Drew, what was it like to be the defending AFC champs?
I mean, it's awesome. Obviously, we had a great season. It was a great journey. That was kind of the high point. Obviously, it didn't go our way in the Super Bowl. But I think, that was great to look back on. But, when we got into OTAs and, all the different phases and in the spring, it's really a new season. We haven't done anything yet. Obviously, that's a great title and great memories that we'll have. But everyone's working hard. Everyone's coming for us. And so, we understand that there's a target on our back this year. We know the type of team that we are and can be, and I think the goal is to get back to where we were and finish the job this time. And so I think there's a kind of a, quiet focus about us where, there's a lot of noise out there. There always is with the media. But just understanding what we need to do to get back to there. And it's going to be hard. It always is. There's a lot of good teams in the NFL. We're confident ourselves that we can get back there. So I think everyone's kind of excited to kind of, get into training camp, get into preseason, and then to really start the season because it's the start of, this new year and this new journey that we have to go back to the Super Bowl and win it this time.
As someone that's in the tight end room, you lose a guy like CJ Uzomah, everybody saw as a leader in the locker room on and off the field. You gain a guy in Hayden Hurst. What's that loss for losing 87, but then gaining a new free agent in the tight end room?
Right. Yeah. CJ was great. He was here my previous 3 years, and we obviously got close, and it was fun to play with him out here. He'd been with the Bengals a long time, so he had a great understanding of the city and everything. But at the end of the day, it is a business, and I'm happy for him that he went somewhere else where he wanted to go. And I met Hayden last year, and he's an awesome dude, and he kind of just slides right in. He's fitting right in. We have a great room and a great coach, so. It's exciting. We're excited about the guys in our room, our offense as a whole. We have a lot of, good pieces there. And we're just excited to get back to work, get back into the season, kind of get back into the grind of things because we feel like we have really unfinished business.
We have to mention number 9, Joe Burrow. If you talk about any quarterback ranking right now, some would say a top 5, top 3 quarterback. What do you think about the comeback player of the year and just having number 9 as your quarterback?
Yeah, it's amazing. And, a lot of people, see that the year that he had, the comeback player of the year, but, a lot of people don't understand the work that he put in to get back there. He went through a lot of different things. That was his goal, was to be back by game one. It took him a long time. It was a long process. I was working out with him. I was seeing, the struggles that he went through, and to see that how he was able to perform, especially towards the end of the year, was truly amazing. And for us as a team, with him as our quarterback, we have that confidence where A, we can win every game, and B, we're never out of a game. And so just having him as our quarterback, just like I said, just gives our offense a ton of confidence and our team a ton of confidence to go out and win games. And that's why we know he's one of the big reasons why we think we can go back and win it this time.
All right, so I'm going to switch gears a little bit here, Drew. I don't know if you remember, I met you a couple of weeks ago at the Chip In for Charity event. I'm a
Hmm.
good friend of Eddie Trainer's, and
Yep.
we talked briefly. I talked to your wife, Angelina. I told her I was interviewing you and Dr. Mohr at the end of the month, and she was like, "Well, don't try to talk to him today. He is zeroed in on his golf game." Is this you
Yes.
golf? Do you golf a lot during your off season? Is it kind of your way to
Uh,
unwind, or?
I try to. I try to. Yeah, we kind of had a lot of practice rounds heading up to Eddie's event. I knew a bunch of the other teams, so there was some good competition there. Didn't go the way we wanted, but we'll be back next year. So yeah, I try to get out. That's a way that I enjoy unwinding and things like that, and just to be outside in the spring and summer. But yeah, I enjoy it, and we're coming for the win next year.
Next year, yeah.
Yes.
I had a lot of fun that day. The weather was great. There were so many
Yes.
wonderful people there. I know a lot of your teammates were there. It really was a beautifully done event. And your wife Angelina, your beautiful daughters, your girl dad.
Yep.
What are they into? Are they into Coco Melon, Paw Patrol, princesses? What's going on?
That's a good question. So my oldest Olivia, she was really into Mickey Mouse. She was really big into her Mickey Mouse phase.
Oh,
I would say she's really into the princess phase now. She knows all. We've watched all the classic Disneys with her. She loves them. And then my youngest, Savannah, she's big into Cocomelon. She loves Cocomelon. So, but we try to limit that because this time of year they're having so much fun, just being outside, being in the sun, they love to go to the park and play on, slides, swings. My youngest daughter literally is obsessed with swings. You put her on it, you're locked in for at least like 20 minutes. Like she refuses to get off. So it's awesome now that they're kind of getting older and able to kind of enjoy outdoor stuff a little more. So it's fun.
How was your Father's Day?
It was great. We had a great breakfast with everyone, and then we actually drove down to Nashville so to start our week. So it was good, and we're down here for the week, like we had said. But yeah, it's fun. It was great.
Okay, so I know they're pretty little, your daughters are. Do they understand dad's job at all? I think they were at the Super Bowl this year, weren't they?
They were. It was fantastic. My oldest definitely does now. So we were explaining to her, like, we're going to the beach, we're going to California, we're like, we're going to the Super Bowl for Daddy's work. We're like going to the Super Bowl. She's like, Daddy plays football. Well, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. Though. Well, Daddy plays football though. So she definitely gets it. She'll see
Aw.
me on TV, and I actually saw her in the stands, and we kind of had a little moment. So it was really special, kind of that
I think
aspect of it outside of just the football part. So it was amazing.
I think I saw some pictures. Did they have matching orange tutus on?
They did. They did. They're
Oh,
very in the matching phase, which is awesome. Ange does a great job of getting them coordinated, and they love it too. So it's truly special.
it's fun. Well, hey, I come from a family of all girls, and my dad will tell you all the time, girls are the best. So congrats on being a girl dad.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
Yes,
fun.
they are. They're fun. So I want to ask real quick about your wife, Angelina, born in Ukraine, moved here as a toddler. And I know when everything was going on, I was trying to keep up on your family and how you guys were doing. I think both sets of her grandparents were still over there and a few cousins. And how is she? How's her family?
Yeah, they're doing okay. Obviously there's still a lot of stuff going on there. They're thankfully in an area that's a little more, I guess, I don't know, stabilized or kind of out of the true kind of line of fire, I guess. But we're still, talking to them constantly, and we were able to get one of her cousins here who's living with her parents now. So there was good, progress made on that front, but they're still kind of in it, and there's definitely challenges that they're facing, but we're trying to help them, however we can, and support them. So yeah, they're doing as good as they can considering the situation.
Is there anything we can do to help right now? Any foundations that you'd like to shout out, or just any way possible we can help her or her family?
Yeah, there's a lot of, I would say the biggest thing that people kind of, obviously there's a lot of media attention initially, but it's still going on. It's still happening. There's a lot of people that have been displaced from their homes in those bordering countries. So, I know the Red Cross is doing a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of, organizations that are kind of helping that transition of people coming out of Ukraine. Because, the kind of the first part is for a lot of people is kind of getting out of Ukraine, but then, a lot of these people, these families, these kids are still they're basically homeless. And there were so many people, and so there's a lot of people that are doing good things, just trying to help that transition, getting out safely, and then kind of trying to adjust to their new normal. So, but we're thankful that they're still able to, they're doing as well as they can be, and we're still able to communicate with them.
Okay, well, great. Well, thank you for the update on that. They're in our thoughts and prayers. We're thinking about them.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
And Drew, we'll wrap up with one more question. I think a lot of people, you see a trip to the Super Bowl, expectations are high, they're low. Can they do it? Can they repeat, be division champs again? What are the expectations for the Cincinnati Bengals in 2022?
Yeah, I mean, obviously our expectations and our standards are high. We want to go back to the Super Bowl, we want to win, but we also understand that, the NFL is a tough league. There's a lot of good teams. And so for us, everyone's just trying to get better. We had OTAs, everyone's trying to get better every single day. We're going to be in camp, try to improve, get better as a team and offense, a position group, me personally, every level. And I think going there and seeing what it took to get there, people understand, that it's kind of a day by day, game by game. You can't look ahead. You can't say, oh yeah, we're going back to Super Bowl easy. There's so many good teams. You have to bring your best every single week. And so I think that's just in the off season. Everyone's been super focused on getting better, and so that's why I'm just so thankful for now and being able to support me through my training journey with such a short off season and into the season, and being able to have everything I need in one place. So I think it's just day by day for us, and as a team, everyone's very focused on, because the end goal is to win the Super Bowl, and I think we're doing a good job of attempting to get back there.
Absolutely. And one more thing I want to add here to Dr. Mohr, Now Sports. Where can you send us to purchase any of your products, or because I want to buy this protein powder now? So, where can you send us?
Yeah, well, certainly their website is one way. Of course, it's available on Amazon and then anywhere else online. If you just search for Now Sports, you will find their whole slew of products that you can get. As Drew mentioned, there's everything to meet your needs, whether it's vitamins, minerals, protein, and hydration products and the like. So do a little search online. You can find them, and they are available.
Available.
Everywhere.
They are available everywhere. Yes.
You froze up for a second there, Dr. Mohr. We were like, oh,
got it.
It's all right. This really was great. And we will link everything for Now Sports on our website, all the info you need there. Thank you, Bengals tight end Drew Sample and Dr. Mohr, for joining us on the sidelines, all brought to you by OrthoCincy Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And that's a wrap. Thank you, guys. Hoo-day.
Yeah, Houday. Thank you for having us.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it.